Hello, welcome in everyone to this real money presentation. If you're watching this, it's probably because somebody cared enough about you to send this to you because they want to help you secure your financial future with the power of real money, such as gold and silver. My name is Michael Tharp. I'm going to be sharing this with you today. I was a high school history and government economics teacher for 17 years. And thanks to this industry, I was able to retire at 40 years old in 2020, and now I get to spend my time just helping people get educated and learn about real money and how they too can live a life of freedom. So if somebody did send this to you, make sure you get back to them when this is done to get your link, not mine. I'm here to help serve the team and our community. And let's get right into it, guys, because I want to keep this nice and short and just show you the power of real money, how to beat inflation, how to create cash flow, and how to help more people, because that's what we are all about here. So you should be excited to be here because of this timing. And we have the perfect product, real money, gold and silver, that has been real money for over 10,000 years. And it's perfect timing right now because of what is going on in the economy with governments and banks all around the world. You guys have never seen this meme. It's called Monty Printer Go Burr. That is Jerome Powell, the head of the Federal Reserve Bank. There's nothing federal or reserve about the bank, the private banking cartel, but they control the money supply and how many dollars are created. And this basically illustrates what they're doing right now. They're creating crazy amounts of dollars right now. We're going to talk about the effect that is having on you and your family. We're going to show you guys today the perfect business model to get real assets while at the same time creating cash flow and saving money on your taxes. So these are just some statements from experts. So you don't have to take my opinion. Ron Paul is my favorite politician of all time. He ran for president in the United States in 2008 and 2012. And he is the one that woke me up about this debt based monetary system that we now have. He said the most sinister of all taxes is the inflation tax, and it is the most regressive. It hits the poor and the middle class. When you destroy a currency by creating money out of thin air to pay the bills, the value of the dollar goes down and people get hit with a higher cost of living. It's the middle class that is being wiped out. It is the most evil of all taxes. And it's the silent tax that nobody sees. JP Morgan, that started JP Morgan Chase Bank, said gold and silver are money, everything else is credit or debt. And these quotes are truer now than ever before. And the amount of money we have seen created, dollars we've seen created since 2020 has been astronomical. You can see here 80% of all US dollars were printed in the last 4 years. You can go to the Federal Reserve's own website and see how many dollars have been created. And this is just the M2 money supply. There's also an M1 and an M3. They don't even keep track of M3 anymore. They stopped in 2008. So we really have no clue how many dollars are out there in the world. But I know that you guys are feeling the pinch every single day when you go to the grocery store, when you go to the gas station. I mean, just look at McDonald's now, right? A McChicken has gone from $1.29 in 2020 to $3.89. That's up 200%. And just these 5 items, right? Big Macs, fries are up 141%. So this is really hurting, I mean, basically everybody, but especially the middle class and the upper middle class and, those that are less fortunate. But what are the big banks doing right now as the Monty printer goes burr? Well, they know this is happening. So right now the world central banks are buying record amounts of gold, 24 billion in just the last 3 months. They are in a midst of a global buying spree according to new numbers from the World Gold Council. They have bought 290 tons of gold in just the last 3 months. What are countries around the world doing? Well, China is buying gold like there's no tomorrow. The global price of gold has reached its highest levels as Chinese investors and consumers worry of real estate and stocks buy the metal at a record pace. China ramps up de-dollarization efforts by dumping a record amount of US bonds. De-dollarization just means they're stopping using dollars, okay? And I actually don't have a slide for this, but if you know what the petrodollar system is, that's where Saudi Arabia would only take dollars for oil. That started in like the early 1970s. That has now ended in June. So less and less dollars are going to be needed, which will most likely probably make inflation worse. And at this point, we all know where the national debt is at, right? It's basically almost 35 trillion. We add $1 trillion of debt every 100 days now, right? This is not sustainable. Now, the only zero risk assets there are gold and silver that you hold physically. And this is not me saying this. This is from the Bank of International Settlement. They said gold and silver remains as a zero risk tier one asset and there's no counterparty risk here. Almost everything else you own has a counterparty risk, whether it's real estate because you have to pay your taxes, whether it's stocks because you don't really own the stock, you're depending on a stockbroker for it. So this is the power of real money. And just to drive home this point about why you need to get real assets and create cash flow is look at this on the left, the income an individual needs to live comfortably in the United States is basically 80,000 to 116,000. Okay, even when I was a teacher with 17 years of experience and my master's degree, I was not making that much. I live in Michigan. I wasn't making $84,000 a year. So even when you get, your degree, you follow the rules, you're still going to be struggling. And that's just one person. Look at the families in the blue, all right? I mean, 178,000 to 300,000 to live comfortably. I mean, probably 10 to 15% of the population makes over 180K. So the point here is that because of this massive inflation, people that should be well off are struggling. And just so you guys know, um, comfortable was defined as the annual income required to cover a 50-30-20 budget, meaning 50% of your earnings go to necessities, 30% to discretionary, and 20% to savings. So very few people can afford to do that right now. And why is this? It's because we have global uncertainty, right? We have wars breaking out all over, whether it's Israel, whether it's Ukraine. Inflation is winning. You guys all see this every single day. We have a global housing, grocery prices are not sustainable. The central banks are all printing record amounts of currency and dollars. Paper currency is probably going to go digital. And then we still have the lasting effects of the pandemic and the supply chains. So these are not my opinions. These are facts, regardless of where you are in the world, your politics, your nationality, or your religion. But some people are waking up to this. Okay. Costco, which is a big wholesale club that's normally known for selling rotisserie chickens and big boxes of ketchup, has now gotten into the gold and silver game. And again, people have responded well, right? The Costco members, over $100 million in gold bars last quarter. Okay. So there is a huge market for this. It's just there's very few people that are aware of it. Now, here's the crazy part, guys, right? Costco is known for the low prices. Our prices crush theirs. One of our members on the same day bought a 10-ounce silver bar, one from Costco, one from At Cost Metals. And as you can see, we beat Costco by about $50 on that 10-ounce bar. So that's about $5 an ounce. The At Cost Metals price was cheaper. So why precious metals? They hold real tangible value. They're time tested. They've been real money since the times of Egypt and Jesus and Muhammad, right? They always survive everything, no matter what. War, famine, revolution, gold and silver remain strong. They're easily explainable. Even when children pick them up, they can see that there's real wealth there. They're stable during uncertainty and bad economic times, and it's the best product to be garage qualified with, meaning there is no better business than having a money business, especially when you can get people the best prices. So we offer the same coins you would basically get anywhere else. We have over 100 different options for you to choose from, whether it's bars or coins or specialty designs. We have US Silver Eagles and Maple Leafs and Krugerrands, graded coins, almost anything you want. But the question is, how do our prices compare? All right. Now, this is an example from a couple months ago when silver was well under $30. And you can see we're beating, um, these online retailers by about 12 to 18%. But what I want to do is I want to compare right now, live, today. It is July 2nd, 2024. We're going to compare our prices to four different online companies in real time just to show you guys the value of this membership. So let's first see what this costs today at cost metals. And we're going to compare the Canadian silver maple leaf. For me, I think this is the best bang for your buck when it comes to stacking silver. So if you're new to the game, I would start with Canadian maple leafs. So right now you can buy that 1 ounce for $31.79 at cost metals. So let's see how our competitors are doing. Let's go to JM Bullion. You can see here silver is 29.78 silver ask. This is called the spot price of silver. Now to get physical silver, you're always going to pay more than the spot price. But you're going to, as you can see, 29.78, 31.79. So we're about $3 over spot, which is very, very low for Canadian maple leafs. But let's see how much you're going to pay at JM Bullion. You pay with a card, $38.30, guys. What percentage savings is that? 20.4% savings by buying one coin. That's almost a $7 difference. So again, this is where the value is in the membership. Even if you bought 500 coins from JM Bullion and used an e-check, you're still paying $35.77. So we're still beating them by $4, even if you bought, that's tens of thousands of dollars. So you're getting a better price buying one token, one coin for that cost than 500 with JM Bullion. But Mike, maybe you just picked out the most expensive website in the world. It doesn't matter, guys. I have been doing this every day for the last 45 days, and every time we beat them, and it's not even close. Now, SD Bullion claims they have the lowest prices, period. Well, the lie detector has come back, and that is false. 36.21 from SD Bullion. Even if you buy 1,500 and pay with a check or wire, we still beat them by about $2. Goldandsilver.com. They're at $36.29. APMEX, they're at $37.28. Again, beating them by about 20%. Let's compare some gold, because some people still like to get gold. I'm more of a silver guy myself. Let's compare this Canadian gold maple leaf, this half ounce. We're selling it for $1,222. JM Bullion is $14.85. What percentage savings is that? We're looking at a 21.5% savings. Guys, if you just bought a half ounce of gold one time a year, that would cover the price of your membership. I mean, this is just, to me, this is the presentation, right? So get back to the person who invited you here and get their link, get your membership, and get your gold and silver at the best prices. Now, I hope you guys see the value in the membership here, right? And that you should be buying gold and silver. That's what the banks are doing. It's what the federal governments are doing. And if you guys are into crypto like I am, we do take crypto payments in Dogecoin or Litecoin. We do credit or debit card, and we just joined with PayQuicker. So in the next week, we're going to be able to use ACH to make it even cheaper buying metals from us. So if that makes sense, you should be saving real money every month. Why not help others do the same and create cash flow? Because of the situation we are at in this economy, everyone needs a side hustle or a way to make some extra income. And why not do it with real money, right? Not pills, potions, and lotions, okay? But real money that's been around for over 10,000 years. So we keep it simple here. We have two memberships. Your basic membership is your metals package. That's $149. That covers you for an entire year, okay? Unlimited cost, you can, buy as little or as much as you want, no minimums, no maximums. You're not required to ever buy anything. You can buy as much as you want, but that gives you your membership for an entire year, kind of like you would get it at Costco for 149. And like I said, I mean, guys, we were beating them by about $7 on a coin of silver. So if you just buy 20 ounces of silver in the entire year, you're going to save more than what your membership costs. And if you're buying gold, you just buy half an ounce of gold. Right there, you paid for your membership. Now, if you see the value here and you're more serious, we have the $3.99 Metals Plus package. Okay, I'm gonna let's do this. So when you get that, you are going to get 18 months of the membership, so a year and a half, and you're also gonna get 3 MS-70 Silver Eagles, okay? These are perfectly struck. MS-70 is a way to grade a coin. NGC is a third party that grades these. So these coins were perfect. They were graded, and then they were encapsulated in this, making them a piece of art that can go up over time more than just regular bullion. So these typically cost quite a bit more than just regular bullion would just be like a coin all by itself that's not been graded. That's what bullion is. Okay. And again, guys, I just want to reemphasize here. Okay. This is about stacking real money. Okay. Getting 100-ounce silver bars to secure your wealth for the long term and pass these down to the next generation to make sure that if you didn't come from a wealthy family, that a wealthy family comes from you. Now, like I said, we have the $75 um, numismatic collectible coins. This is our get ahead coin. So this is what helps us build the business. And I'm going to show you guys how. So what we recommend, again, you're not required to, but if you want to make money with this, the best thing you can do is just get one of these every single month, set it and forget it. Okay, you're going to see why you want to do this. So this is our compensation plan. So basically, the company rewards us for telling people about at cost metals, like an affiliate platform where almost everyone has that now, right? Walmart, um, Costco, Amazon. If you refer people to their platform, they will reward you, and we get rewarded quite well here. So I like to use a example for this of let's say Ricky and Larry. Okay. So when you sign up and become an affiliate, you're going to have two teams. It's called a binary, a right team and a left team. Okay. So let's say I sign up Ricky and put him on my right. I'm going to get paid $50 right up front for him buying that package. If he gets the metals package, I get 25. And then I'm going to get 100 points on my right from Ricky getting that metals package. Larry joins on the left. I get $50 directly from him and 100 points into my binary. When those binary points accumulate, okay, because if Ricky buys this coin every month, I get 20 points on my right from Ricky. Larry buys it on my left, I get 20 points from Larry. As Ricky and Larry go out and tell people about at cost metals, anyone they sign up, okay, I'm getting points for. Ricky signs up somebody on the Metals Plus package, I get another 100 points on my right. Larry signs up somebody with the Metals Plus, I get another 100 points on my right. Now I have 200 and 200. There's also some specialty bullion. Um, this is a uh, 10-ounce caliber bullet, silver bullet, okay, that I bought. That was a specialty coin. There were some points with it. So as these points pile up, okay, from either people I tell or Ricky or Larry tell, and anyone they tell, I'm racking up these points. When I get 500 on my right, 500 on my left, you get paid $500. And we have another way to get paid. If Ricky cycles and gets 500, I get 10% of that. Now he keeps his whole 500, but I'm rewarded by an extra 10% bonus. So Ricky gets $500, I get 50. Larry gets 500, I get 50. Every time they get paid 500, I get paid 50 over and over again into perpetuity. They also have a pot of gold bonus, which is kind of like a revenue share for those of us that hit the gold rank. So let's talk about these ranks. And again, if this is a little confusing, don't worry. We have training and can help you understand it. But this is so simple compared to what else is out there. So to become an associate, this is our first rank, and earn up to $2,000 a week, all you need is one person on your left, one person on your right. So I sign up Ricky, I sign up Larry, I'm now an associate. Okay? And if I do nothing else and Ricky and Larry go and tell a bunch of people, as those points pile up, I can get up to $2,000 a week. All right. Now that's not guaranteed 2,000 a week. You're going to need to have some more people coming in, some more people buying the coin of the month. But again, this is a relatively new company. We've only been really launched for about 2 months. So there's tons of room for growth. And as you can see from the presentation, demand for gold and silver is rising dramatically. Now, let's say you want to take this serious and get to silver. What you're going to do is sign up 2 more people on your right, 2 more people on your left, help Ricky and Larry get to an associate, and you are now a silver. Guys, that is only 10 people total. And even if you're new to this industry, I believe anyone, if you put your mind to it, you can become a silver and have a team of 10 people who want to trade their fake paper dollars for real money. Okay, we call it exchanging the lie of the dollar for the truth of gold and silver. And now you have the ability to earn up to $10,000 a week. Now, I know of other companies that make you get up to 120 people in your team to be able to order or to be able to get paid 10,000 a week. So it's much simpler here. If you want to go to gold and get up to $30,000 a week, you need 6 directs on your left, 6 directs on your right, help Ricky become a silver, help Larry become a silver, 32 people on your entire team, and you now have the ability to earn up to $30,000 a week. And again, you collect points from anyone that comes in under them to infinity. So if Larry brings in Billy and Billy brings in Susie and Susie brings in a bunch of people, you're collecting points on all of them. So again, it's just a great way for you to create another income stream while you're stacking real assets. And it gets even better, guys. There's no got yous here. Okay, I've been in a lot of different companies in this space, and it seems like they're always trying to take your money or flush it, as we call it in the industry. And we don't do any of that here. So your points begin to accumulate as soon as you are placed. At cost just means that the price the dealer pays is the same price that we pay. And a lot of people say, well, Mike, how are you guys giving such good deals on this? And the reason is why is because we're basically drop shipping the gold and silver. We work with a company called Brinks. They have vaults all around the world. You've probably heard of Brinks Security. So the gold and silver is held in Brinks. When you put an order in, it ships directly from that vault to Brinks. So at cost is basically taking out all the overhead of storing the metals and having a bunch of people working in our home office. So they've basically just slimmed down to pass the savings on to the members. Now, this is huge, guys. Unused points remain intact. Also, they do not reset after a cycle. Okay. So let's say I have 10,000 points on my right. Okay. Because that's usually what happens is one side will have a bunch of points. I got 10,000 on my right and I got 900 on my left. All right. Well, in at cost metals, you're going to get paid 500 that week. And then the next week, you'll have an extra 400 on your left. So all you need is another 100 to get to that 500 level to get paid another 500. There's other companies out there where if you had 900 on one side, they'll pay you 500 and then those 400 points disappear or flush. So now the next week you're starting at 0 instead of 400, okay? And if this is all new to you, just understand you get to keep your money here. The pay period is from Sunday to Saturday. We compress the direct and 10% match when appropriate. And this is huge. So let's say Ricky goes out and gets 10 people to join him, okay? And then for whatever reason, maybe he gets sick, maybe he gets, distracted. Ricky stops doing the business and, drops out. Well, normally all those people would be orphaned, meaning they wouldn't help me rank up. But here, all those people Ricky signed up would come and be direct to me so that I would get those matching bonuses and I would be ranked up by whatever they do. So this is huge for long-term stability when it comes to our perspective. We also have a 75% hard cap on commissions to make sure the company stays open. And again, guys, I can't talk enough about how much I love the CEOs and our leaders, JD and Troy. Been working with them for months now. Talk to them on the phone, a couple times a week. Text messaging. Very transparent, very servant, humble leaders, and it's just great to have somebody who knows what the field wants and will listen to them. So let's look at some real life examples here of how you could make some money. Now, this isn't counting direct bonuses. This isn't counting the sign up bonus, the matching bonuses, none of that. This is just straight binary we're talking about right now. Okay. So when you get 25 people on your team on the left, 25 people on your team on the right, and again, that could be anyone that brought them in on your team. Doesn't mean you signed up 25 people on your right and left directly to you, just your team. When you get to that point, okay, you're making $500 a month residually, okay, as people buy the coin of the month. That's all we're counting here. You have 25 people on the left that buy it, that's 20 points. 25 people on the right buy it, 20 points. 500 right, 500 left, you get paid $500 a month. You get that to 50 on each side, you're looking at 1,000. You get it to 100, 2,000, 200, $4,000. And again, guys, this just keeps going on. 400 is 8,000 a month. 1,000 is 20,000 a month. And guys, people will do this. Okay. So I'm just challenging you guys to dream bigger and you can get to where you have 5,000 on both sides and you're making $100,000 a month. Okay. People will eventually do this. It might take a year or two, but I know people who will be in that position. Now, of course, nothing is guaranteed. Okay. It's going to come down to, how much time you put into this, your diligence, and, how you set goals and try to achieve them. So obviously nothing, can be promised, but I have seen a lot of people make a lot of money in this industry. This is just an example of some of our stacks. And we always say this, you think you are saving silver, but in the end, silver will be the one saving you given our current economic situation and of what is coming. So we are launching because we know that there's a better way to do precious metals and get people the best prices anywhere in the world. And we want you to be a part of it. So get back to the person that shared this with you, all right? And just say, thank you for bringing this to me. I can start stacking real money. And if I want to share it with other people, I can start getting that residual income. So guys, get excited that you are here at the beginning. Perfect timing, perfect product, perfect company to help take you guys to the next level. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you get back to the person as soon as possible because timing does matter, as you saw today. And as always, guys, lace up. Let's get wealthy. Peace.